Alright, Saturday orders going out. Got a bunch of stuff, a bunch of Yeezys. Thankfully, we got some Curry Dunks, some Python Kobe's, which for some reason we had listed as a size 10. This morning I realized that, listed them as a 10.5, and we got them sold. Got an authentic Kyrie, another football jersey, which is great to see going out because football fever is definitely in effect. A collar shirt, and some other stuff. So, we're going to take a picture of all this stuff, get the day started. Today is Friday. Hot outside. eBay is having IT issues, so all the labels can't get printed off eBay, so I literally have to take all these crazy codes and stuff that eBay authentication uses and add them into all these different addresses and stuff like that to get stuff printed out today. I would wait a day or two, but honestly we would be really backed up if we waited, so we have to get all this stuff out. Obviously it's a pretty good array of things. The most surprising sale has to be, to me, the Carson Wentz jersey, obviously, because of many reasons. The DB2s, when I got those, I thought, you know, they'd be a pretty easy sale, or I thought we'd get a lot of offers for them. I really didn't get many offers, and they finally sold for about $550. I don't remember what I paid in the video. I think I paid $450. This is my pair of Citrus 7s that I've decided to let go because, you know, the new ones are coming out, so everyone's going to have them, and I got some good wear out of them. We got some Bodegas, some Ultra Boosts, some Bones. Those are also my Cobalt Dunks that are going out with no box. And yeah, anything for the people. Oh, hold on one second. This jacket too. Yeah, the Monsters Inc. slides.
Those are pretty funny.
Hold on, what's his name though? This is the best part.
Sully.
Sully, yeah. But
Sully?
hold on, Burn. What? Shout out to
Big Money Guapo.
Big Money Guapo for the Monsters Inc. slide cop. We appreciate you.
I must say, I really like the Thornbecker Tues.
Yeah, those are sick,
Big
man.
two guy, and like I'm low-key anticipating this Citrus 7 drop.
Nah, I agree.
Like seeing that.
But that's the thing, you're not gonna see that. It's gonna look
right.
so different.
You're
I know, like, because yeah, you see that like nice suede. Yeah,
we talked about it. Like Baron, like randomly said one day, like, you know, shoe I look like I might for sure that he said Citrus 7. I said, damn, honestly,
good shoe.
If the quality's there, which is probably not going to be, I'm there with you.
But that's the sad part. It's probably not gonna be there. I set up this little N64 in the corner because I was bored when I got here this morning, and I think it looks pretty cool. So hopefully, they'll switch it up here and there, put some games in there. And yeah, don't really have much GoPro battery and don't really know how much I'm going to film today because I have a shit ton of work to do, honestly. So yeah, let's get all this stuff packed up as soon as possible. Alright, so we just had 3 returns. One of the returns said that the shoes were like missing or something, so I was a little worried. And that was this one, but the shoes are here. All 3 of the shoes are here. The only issue we're having is, obviously, if you guys look closely here, you can see that good old UPS completely destroyed the boxes. This one right here you can see was like sitting in water. Our inventory label, you can't even read the number. So this pair right here was brand new, so obviously we understand that if we send this in to authentication and it arrives like that, you know, there is an issue. These 2 though were used, but I think because the boxes look way different than they did in the pictures, SneakerCon or eBay decided not to authenticate them and send them back so we can take new pictures. This really sucks, but again, I guess this is obviously the work of a UPS delivery guy who just wasn't having a good day. But you know, it's kind of a drop in the bucket because at the end of the day, we save a lot of money shipping UPS as opposed to USPS, especially, you know, across the country. So it is what it is. Hopefully, you know, whoever did this we'll be more careful next time with other people's packages, but that's crazy. But at the end of the day, I'm happy that we got the shoes back because again, I was a little worried. I thought we literally like lost 1 out of the 3 pairs, so that's good at least.
Something about a jacket.
So there's a lot of crazy things that went down. First off, yesterday from Ant, I bought 2 polo sweaters, one being a Polo Bear sweater, when he came at 6 o'clock, and then that sold like a couple hours later. That's crazy.
Wow.
B, the person, so at the same exact moment, the Cleveland Indians hat sold and the shirt sold. So I said, oh, it must be an Indians fan, you know, buying both different people. That's crazy.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so anyway, today is Saturday. Not sure how much film I will get done today because I have to finish a flea market video for tomorrow, as well as work on a bunch of drafts and stuff like that. So as you can see, we got a bunch of Saturday sales. Sadly, eBay is still messing up their shipping department label thing, so their IT department hasn't fixed anything yet, but we definitely got some good sales today. The best sale for me got to be the metallic purple 4s, just because they sold for a lot of money, and I'm just really crossing my fingers hoping they pass, because obviously that sneaker like develops yellowing and stuff like that. Obviously that would match perfect with the Colorado Rockies. Windbreaker, we got some Georgetowns, a couple hats, playoffs, the BHM Kobe's that everyone was asking for after seeing the episode. Speaking of that, shouts to everyone who watched the episode, even though this video is going to come out a long time from now. But yeah, we got this beautiful Polo Bear hoodie, and that's about it. Anything for the people for Saturday?
It's crazy how much that hoodie sold for, because I'm not like too keen on polo stuff.
Well, Polo Bear sweaters go for a lot. Honestly, the hoodies, I didn't even, you know what I mean, like, are a lot rarer than the sweaters. But yeah, the sweaters with the Polo Bears go for a lot of money. So.
And I just remember getting those Kobe's in the trade.
Yeah, that was a big episode. Yeah.
Talk about the Kobe's. I really like that sneaker. That model. I would say it's one of the few that I out of all the Kobe's that I like a lot. And then
I feel like everyone likes playing basketball in those.
this is the size 12, right?
Size 10.
Size 10.
We do have we have a bunch of
we have a
those
bunch
because
of
they
them.
weren't really going for anything back when I got them.
And then I believe we just put those dunks up not too long ago, and they sold pretty quick.
The black and whites, yeah.
Yeah, and then Citrus 7s are.
I think those were actually in the picture yesterday,
Yeah,
so we might take them out, but whatever.
That's why I left those for the drafts too. That spot.
Oh yeah, we could do that. All right, so that's the other thing. We have a couple other things to find. Hopefully we can find them again. If I don't get footage, it is what it is. Let's see what happens today. Okay, so this is basically everything I believe. We just added the sale Travis Scott, and I have to mention that we've sold 3 Travis Scott 60s yesterday, or 4. It was 1 green and 2 brown, or 2 green.
Technically,
2 green and 2 brown, because we sold 1 in-store green, and then after the video someone bought 1 online. That's 2 green and 2 brown yesterday. Now 1 Air Force.
technically two.
Air Forces.
The other one he's gonna send.
Oh, he wants to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, right after I guess the lows dropped, everyone wants to grab a Travis. That's what I think, because I mean, we literally couldn't sell those, and the Travis 6s used have been sitting on our store for quite some time. So I'm glad to see those go for sure. They sold for a good amount of money. And yeah, that's about it. Guys, I am super behind today. Again, it's been super busy in store, which I'm grateful for. The AC in here is not working, so I'm like really stressed out. Obviously, I have a lot of work to do, and obviously that doesn't make things easier. But anyways, here we got a salt stain dunk going out. Here we got my pair of Moabs going out that I, ordered. I just didn't see myself wearing. I personally didn't like the quality on that pair. And then we got these Kobe's going out, which, check the prices on these, brand new. They go for a lot of chicken, so glad we were able to sell them for a pretty good price. So those are a couple things. There's also a couple other things that I got to ship out over there. So I'm almost done with my flea market video that I have to drop tomorrow, but we have a couple sales, so let's speak about them. This one right here I grabbed at a flea market, I think for 15. They sold for about 60 shipped. Again, this is just something really rare. You never see these, so I figured it was worth a try. Something that you always see are these Panda Dunks. This pair was used, sold for about 170 shipped. So we're gonna get both of these packed up and ready to go. All right, some more sales going out. Couple pairs from the bins. We got these maroons, $100 shipped right here. We got these clean bread 13s. These sold for a little under $200 shipped. Then we have these international flight 3s, which are super clean. These sold for $200 shipped. And look at the match work we got if it was going together, but it's not. We got a Jeremy Shockey Giants jersey. Again, guys, the football stuff is definitely going out, so everyone has that football fever. I'm heading over to the store now. We've made a lot of sales today, so it's definitely been a great Saturday to be here. All right, today's a crazy day, guys. Today's a crazy day. I might look crazy. Today is closing day. I'm closing on a home. I'm excited / nervous for my life now. I kind of feel like I'm gonna be broke for like 5 years, because I'm just going to be constantly dealing with a house and paying off a house and dealing with a house, and You know what I mean? Like I feel like now I'm so down low, I have to build myself back up. But I'm excited to do that, as weird as that sounds. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna film, but yeah. I got this OG 27 Roseland tee on. Shouts to everyone who still has one of these, because, you know, I made these way back in the day, and I felt like it was only right to wear it, at least for some of the day, because it's a little small on me, but just to appreciate the grind, kind of remember how this all started and how I never thought, you know, there were times where I thought I was going to have to close the doors. There were times where I said, I have $1,500 in my bank account. What am I doing? Like, this isn't working. You know what I mean? Like, when you get to that point where you see something not working and you stay at it, crazy, man. Anyway, I don't know how much I'm going to film, but if I do film, hopefully I get some good content. I'm very nervous though, guys, so let me get some of this work done for the guys to make their day easier, because I'm going to be in and out all day, obviously, with this going on. So let's crack one of those. Okay, today is July 29th. We're in here. It's 11:20. I have some moves I got to make because today is closing day on a house, so I'm a little nervous / excited / scared. Anyways, this is what sold, or at least what sold that we grabbed so far. And we got to talk about it real quick, just because it's definitely some good sales. That Olympic 6 was, I think, my pair originally, so shouts to whoever grabbed those. That's a size 11, very used. This pair right here, beautiful, man. These are very, very hard to come across, especially in this condition. But they're also very hard to sell. Again, some stuff is very rare, but it's hard to move. We got the Noctas going out for $190 shipped. I think retail is $180. We got this pair of Stealth 15s that I literally fished out of a... Alright, put him on mute real quick. Anyway, as you guys can see, crazy amount of orders. We just added those Travis Scott One Lows Dwight Howard jersey. It's crazy because the Dwight Howard jersey sold the same time as these penny fives, which of course just aren't here. Where are the penny fives at? I guess I left them over there. So let me grab those penny fives actually before we take a picture. My bad. YouTube, what is good today is August 19th, and I have been slacking on the content because I'm going through a move, and I'm going through business, and I'm going through just so much stuff right now, and it's been hard for me to make content, but I'm trying to get back on it. So not sure I'm going to use this content, and not sure where I left off before this. But today we have some orders, and we're going to at least see what we sold, because we sold some good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't really filming much today. I'm really trying to work on this flea market video I'm trying to get done. And I didn't even get to the part, but I think this is the video where I sniped this jacket, and it just sold. And it sold for $250, and I'm definitely happy about that. And as much as I kind of wanted to hold on to it and possibly wear it, because it is a really cool jacket, I was like, man, this got to go. So shouts to the dude who bought it, and we're going to get it shipped out today, and it's heading to Philly, so shouts to Philly. Yeah, this is what we got today. We got the Eddie Lacy, we got the up-tempo that I'm working on, that flea market video. That's a good one. As you can see, it has some damage back there. This was crazy because they're both size 12, and they sold on the same day via GOAT, and they're both extremely hard to sell, especially for the price, but I'd assume maybe one person just cashed out and bought them both because they literally sold around the same time. We got the Do the Crime Air Forces black on black Supremes with the extra Supreme laces, 6.5 Onyx. We got a Human Race Air Force highs, some Air Forces, some cool hats. This one right here, he asked for a shout out, so we will try to shout him out. All right, I need to shout out Werribee from Australia. Shouts to you, man. We appreciate the support on picking up the TNs. We got the Oregon Duck foam, something you really never see nowadays, especially new. UNC to Chicago's, Wave Runners lightly used, and that's about it. There's a couple other things we can't find, but hopefully we'll find them shortly. All right, it is Saturday. I am slumped, but we have a lot of orders, so we're going to talk about those. Not sure how much other content we'll get today, but we got to talk about the orders because yesterday we actually had a record day on eBay. And I didn't really realize why, but then I realized that SneakerCon was running a 10% off sale. So I'm pretty sure that's why we had a record day, which is great. Because 2 days ago we had one of our worst days of the month. And to have a day like yesterday was really cool. As you guys can see, these two right here are the big hitters in the group. And they definitely sold for a lot of money. I don't know if I spoke about these already, but to me they look a little more gray in hand than they do in pictures, which is kind of nice. I kind of like them depending on how you look at them. It's either a brown or a gray.
Obviously the backboard, shattered backboards, they do command that $2,000 price tag, but honestly every single pair probably from back then, brand new, has glitter issues and stuff that's really hard to pass GOAT, StockX, and eBay unless you sell them new with defects, and that's the pair that we sold new with defects. Shouts to the dude who hit us up. He said he watches the YouTube, so obviously we appreciate that support. We got a pair of Rick and Morty's. Always great to sell those. Check these out, guys. With box, I mean, come on, that's crazy. Some two Supreme jerseys, crazy. Those sold in the same day. We got a nice Stone Cold shirt. These right here are going for some bread, man. These are used and they sold for a lot of money. Shouts to Nutty on that one. We got a Phoenix Suns windbreaker. That's really cool. And yeah, that's about it. Anything for Saturday?
See what happens. I don't know.
Aside from the miss, those 3.
Oh, yeah, shattered.
Some really cool, some really good sales.
I have the eBay DMs on that one. That was live.
And selling a playoff used for 200 shipped, you know, obviously makes us happy because clearly we have a lot of brand new pairs. And to sell one used for 200, you know, still means that sneaker still holds a lot of value to a lot of people, me being one of them. There's a couple more things we might have to find, but yeah, that's about it. All right, it is Friday. We are here. Got some orders, not everything exactly, but we're gonna speak about a few of them before we get them ready for our daily picture. First up, we got these Kobe's lightly used next to these Barclays lightly used, and the Barclays are just, that's a beautiful sneaker right there. Very lightly used, size 13. Speaking of size 13, we got a brand new University Gold 9, size 13. We got a brand new, I guess I'm calling them the Puma Mellow 1, but I believe they're called the BU. So the BU, size 9.5 going out. Speaking of what though, we got the 4 going out, lightly used, size 9.5. Price on these definitely shot up. If you look at them brand new, they're definitely very high up there. Speaking of brand new, we got a Mocha brand new, size 8.5. Always good selling Mochas because obviously we get a decent amount of change for them. Next up, we got these cool NMDs. Had these up for 75 shipped and they sold for that, so I'm definitely happy about that sale. Here we have a pair of 6Y Lightnings. Over here we got some good stuff as well. Here we got a pair of Olympic 7s, pair of Cool Gray 3s lightly used. This one's a good one. Pair of the, I guess they're called the Muslin Off-White 5s, lightly used with red laces and hang tag. Then we have the Flint 7s used. And that's what we got there. There's more things we need to find, but one of those other things we got is 8.5 Supreme. Shouts to Hawaii because dude hit us up via DM and said he was copping those from Hawaii. And then we got this 8.5 Fragment 3, which also has glitter. When I opened up this box, this pair had glitter. Now this pair has glitter. That's really annoying, but just what we're dealing with today. We also got this really nice Doug Gilmore Maple Leafs jersey. Just check this one out real quick. Definitely a nice one with the center ice patch, fight strap. Really nice jersey right here. So we're gonna look for whatever else we gotta find and get it all packed up, take a picture, and see what happens today. Other thing I wanted to talk about was just some of these retros I just got in. Every pair of these retros that I got, I literally went on the sneakers app like 20 minutes later. Didn't even remember that they were coming out, and every pair I got, I hit, you know, purchase, and I got them just like that. I think that's cool for people who just like getting Jordans, right? Even though I'm trying to sell my collection, I still like acquiring the newest Jordans. It's just kind of a, you know, habit, I guess, of nature that you've always do something. So obviously when you get older, you still want to do it. So all these Jordans I got, I might sell some of them, keep some of them. I'm not really sure, but let's just talk about them real quick. First up, we got the Jordan 14. I don't know what they're calling these. I'm gonna just throw it out there, call them the lemonades or the white toes. I don't know. Colorway isn't terrible, I guess, but the way these feel to me, I don't know how to describe it. They just feel so plain. Like the materials are just so regular on them. It's definitely a turn off. I got these in a size 12, being that I just feel like size 12s and shoes like these go up quicker than others. The next shoe I probably spoke about once, but I'll speak about them again. This is the Concord 5. These I'm definitely keeping. I'm a fan of purple and a fan of 5s. I really like the purple touch on these, man. I just think it's cool, especially on the sock liner. So yeah, definitely a fan of these, regardless of what they're going for. Speaking of regardless of what they're going for, these, I didn't check to see what they're going for, but these to me are crazy, man. I don't know what they're calling them again, but the Jordan 13s with the red on the tongue, blue on the sides, gray. These just remind me of like a PE that you know, someone on like the Dallas Mavericks, the New Jersey Nets, like the Bobcats on some funny shit would wear. I don't know. Definitely a cool shoe, so I'm probably going to keep those. I also got a pair of these Racer Blue 5s in size 12, which I'm going to bring over to the store and we're going to try to put on our eBay store. But it's definitely an interesting time in the sneaker market where, you know, you can tell that people aren't buying things if they don't think they can make money on them. A lot of this stuff here, people don't think they can make money. I don't care if I can make money on them, right? Like, I want to collect them, wear them, or hold on to them. So it doesn't really matter. So it's kind of cool to see the market shift back to what it used to be, I feel like, where, you know, if you have the $200 for the Jordans, you can go buy them. Whereas, you know, a couple years ago, all this stuff would have sold out right away. Where now, you can just kind of sit back and buy them. Speaking of that, I just bought also the Jordan 3s, the dark iris, which was sitting, so same type of thing there. All right, busy Saturday in store, but I had to go grab these two from the personal because we sold them. And as much as I'd love to keep them, I'm just thinking about the, you know, the price, man. I think we got roughly $1,000 for both of these. Roughly, I think $450, $500 each. This one I haven't even wore the one pair that I have yet, so I really don't need to double up. I thought I had a triple up in these, but I guess we don't. So yeah, sad to let them go, but they're just really not doing me much good just sitting in the collection. I'd rather get some cash so I can make more cash out of that cash instead of having these. Obviously, it's always nice to have doubles and triples and quadruples and stuff, but you know, as you get older, you realize, at least me, I'd rather put that money elsewhere. So we're gonna get these two packed up and shipped out. Saturday, there's a big event going down right now, and we were going to go to this event, and then we decided not to. The main reason that I decide not to go to these events sometimes is that, like, you know, randomly closing for us is hard because on Saturdays especially, people come to our store. We had a, you know, very nice guy come from Maryland, no Instagram, and you know, he just showed up. Ever sold us a bunch of stuff in it, and I asked, I said, oh, like, you know, basically I realized that if we were closed, he would have drove 4 hours for no reason. So when stuff like that happens, you know, I just believe that, you know, we make the right decisions sometimes, or most of the time when it comes to this stuff. And as cool as it would be for me to go to that event and make content and make money by finding good deals, I would feel terrible if any of my customers or clients pull up to my establishment on a day we're supposed to be open and we're not open. So obviously, as much as it is okay for us to close down shop and stuff like that, at the end of the day, sometimes you just can't do it. It's very bad for business, and it's very bad for your reputation, and of course it's just very bad for your clients and customers if they pull up to your establishment and it's closed. So I never want to close if I don't have to. And you know, I'm realizing that as you grow into business and you get older, you realize what's really important, and being open all the time when you're supposed to be open is very important. So yeah, that's about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today's a very special day for many reasons. One being that I am officially done moving. So being that I'm done moving, we're going to go along this walk that I used to take from my apartment to the store. Obviously, I'm not so comfortable with people knowing where I live, but now that I don't live there anymore, I felt like we could take this walk one last time and kind of reminisce, I guess, about how I ended up here where I'm at now. So this is the park that I walked through. Over here is Roseland Avenue. Here's the parking lot that they knocked down and has just kind of looked like this for probably over a year now. It's kind of sad, but that's what we got going on.
don't know what's going on at the bank right now. Coming up on the old store. How you doing?
Good, kid. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good, good.
Officially moved out.
What's that?
Officially done moving, so
See, oh, you're done?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
by tomorrow.
Perfect day, right? Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
We have
day.
one hot day, one day this week, Sunday maybe.
Okay.
But all the nights are cool.
Yeah, this is
The
perfect.
old
Oh,
store's
yeah, I
looking
know.
nice.
I know. Oh, so are you sleeping there or no?
No, I'm done.
Oh, yeah?
In my car, yeah.
Oh, okay. Good luck to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice going.
Enjoy the night. So one day I was walking back from my old store, which was right down the street. I was living in Jersey City, paying $550 a month for a room, and I saw literally right here on this window a for rent. I think it was $1,200 at the time. This was years ago, guys. So, and I checked it out. I loved it. It was a lot of space, and they took dogs, which was great. That was one thing that I realized. Finding an apartment is kind of impossible to find spots that take pets. But yeah, man, this was it. Washer and dry, it was a great place. And yeah, basically I had this spot. It was a one bedroom. This was the bedroom. Didn't really have a door, or the door broke off. It was like a sliding door. I don't really know why I wanted to film in here. I don't even know if I'm gonna use this footage, but it's just such a big point in my life. I never thought I would make it to this apartment. I remember that was a big leap for me, price-wise. I feel like I'm more filming this for myself, and I don't even know if I'm gonna use the footage, but it's just crazy seeing it empty and knowing that I did it all by myself. It's also crazy thinking about me trying to finagle a way to afford this place, and then, you know, the rent going up every year, and me worrying about that extra couple dollars, getting it done, now finally moving out and buying a home is just crazy. I remember right here I had all sneakers, probably like 100, 200 pairs stacked up. I remember sitting on this floor taking pictures, using a lamp, trying to take pictures of a collection I bought, reselling it. Remember plenty football games and games being watched here. It's a beautiful thing, man. My landlord was great, it was great, everything was great about this place, to be honest. Kind of sad. I'm leaving, gonna leave these chairs in a fan. But, yeah. Man, it's another chapter. I think what also hits me is when you do something like this, it's, you know, there's no going back. You know, it's time to get married, it's time to move, it's time to have kids, it's time to really level up, and that's somewhat hard for me to do. But I guess in this situation, you're kind of forced to do that. Leaving the keys. And we're out of here, baby. I'm even gonna leave the AC in there. They can have it. Because I don't need it. Oh man, it is just such an accomplishing feeling doing this, finishing. You know, I know it's the last day of the month right now. It is August 31st, end of summer basically, end of an era, end of a great time in my life, end of a bad time in my life, end of a chapter.
you know, you would think that, you know, I did it last minute, but honestly, I was right on time. I had everything moved out, I think like a week or two in advance. We were just kind of taking the last steps. I think yesterday or the day before that. As you can see, we got 350 boxes, all types of boxes that I just put outside because, I don't know, I just felt like I had to be a gentleman. My landlord was so good to me. I had all these boxes on my back porch and I figured to leave them, and I said, you know what, let me just put them out. So it's just looking back, it's a beautiful thing. Looking back at what I accomplished, where I came from, it's just crazy, and I feel proud of myself for getting this done, not needing any help, doing it by myself pretty much, and it just feels really good. It feels really good to get this done. Man, this move took a lot out of me, and I'm glad it's over. I'm so happy this is over. I'm like so happy right now. I haven't been happy like this in a long time. It just feels so good. Like nothing else matters to me. Like I accomplished the main mission, the main goal that I had, you know. It's like mission accomplished, mission complete. You know, respect earned, right? Like respect earned, money earned, all that stuff earned. Like it's like a video game of life. But, you know, that's kind of how I feel sometimes, that, you know, it is a game of life. And, you know, you level up. You move from an apartment to a home. You go from a girlfriend to a fiance to getting married. You go from a couple to a family. You know, that's the game of life. And looking at it from that perspective, I'm trying my best to accomplish these things. And it's just crazy to think that I am on my way to doing so. 25 days ago, 20 days ago, 15 days ago, if you said to me, hey, you're gonna get everything out of your house, I would have said, oh my God, no way. I did this trip back and forth with sneakers and everything. Furniture, sneakers, clothing, bags, and everything. But I got it done. I got it done. Beautiful feeling. So again, I don't know if I'm going to use this footage, but if I do, you know, maybe hopefully someone will find it somewhat motivational, or just, you know, help you guys pass the time. I obviously hope you guys appreciate the content. I appreciate all of y'all for supporting the channel, of course, supporting the business, shopping on the eBay store, whatever it is. I'm very appreciative. So I don't know, if we hit 100K, I guess maybe, you know, I'll drop some type of collection video / mini closet tour, you can say. But I'm about ready to go home, figure out what I'm going to eat tonight, and catch you guys next time. So again, I don't know if I'm going to use this footage, and if I don't use it, I don't know why I filmed it, but it just feels good to film it because I told myself I have to at least get some footage of that place empty when I'm all done. So that's what I did. Appreciate all y'all. Until next time, peace.